Talk about intelligent. Mrs. Kavanaugh knew everything about literature, especially Shakespeare. He was her favorite. She could recite almost all his sonnets. Oh, Mrs. Kavanaugh, still much more than that. You see, I was the girl in high school no one paid any attention to. The other girls ignored me. The boys avoided me. I didn't have any friends. I ate alone in the cafeteria. I was pretty much forced into being a loner. But in my senior year, I was assigned to Mrs. Kavanaugh's homeroom. In just a few days, she caught on that I was the outcast of the class. So she started to give me little jobs to do. She'd say, Heidi, could you do the lunch count for me today? Or Heidi, could you help me with this bulletin board? Like I said, it was just little things. But while I filed papers for her, cut out stencils for letters, we'd talk. She asked me questions about my family or my homework or what boys I liked. And she listened. She was genuinely interested in what I had to say. Mrs. Kavanaugh was the first person to make me feel special. At graduation, she hugged me and told me how much she was going to miss me and said that in all her years of teaching, I was one of her favorite students. In that year, she changed my life. Not too long ago, I ran into her at the supermarket. I was with my husband and our 2 little girls. There she was in the produce section. I went up to her. She was looking at a mound of tangelos. Hi, Mrs. Kavanaugh. You probably don't remember me. She looked up and said, why, Heidi. Of course I remember you. I turned to my husband and said, this is Mrs. Kavanaugh, my favorite teacher from high school. She said, Heidi, please call me Esther. I said, oh, Mrs. Kavanaugh, I couldn't. You'll always be Mrs. Kavanaugh to me. Then she held up a tangelo and said, why am I looking at tangelos? I hate tangelos. They lack the courage to be real oranges. Come to think of it, Mrs. Kavanaugh didn't look too good when I saw her. Sonnet 71. No longer mourn for me when I am dead. Then you shall hear this surly, sullen bell give warning to the world that I am fled from this vile world with vilest worms to dwell. Nay, if you read this line, remember not the hand that writ it, for I love you so that I in your sweet thoughts would be forgot, if thinking on me then should make you woe. Oh, if I say you, look upon this verse, when I perhaps compounded am with clay. Do not so much as my poor name rehearse, but let your love even with my life decay, lest the wise world should look into your moan and mock you with me after I am gone. Thanks for everything, Mrs. Kavanaugh.